Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty 78609 on my way to Ruidoso through the mountains, and my ears are popping. Why? Well, from where I live near Carrizozo, I go up about 1,500 feet or more. Nice, you feel it. But anyway, what I'm going to talk about today are options. There's always options in life, right? Always plenty of options. Well, we're going to talk about some of mine. Now, these are options. That doesn't mean I'm going to do any of this crap I'm going to talk about, but it means I'm just looking at options to add a little flavor to my life. Okay, even though I add a little flavor all the time. Anyway, we're going to talk about some other far out ideas. For example, what if I built the cabin or small home in Llano, Texas, and then subsequent to that, within a year, I sold my place in Carrizozo, New Mexico, and sold my Class C motorhome. I would have a pile of money, right? Right. So what would I do with that pile of money? Well, then, if I wanted to, I could take cruises. Once or twice a year, I could take a 1 week or 2 week cruise for the rest of my life. I could actually do that. That's one. And would that be fun? Sure it would. Hell yeah, I've been on cruises before. You know, they're okay. I don't have any problem. You know, for me, at my age, it would be wonderful because, you know, I don't have to worry about going down to the disco and all that crap. You know, I can just sit on I'll get me a little room with a patio on the cruise ship where I can look out at the ocean and then enjoy a toddy in the evenings, just like I do now, enjoy my beer 30. So that's an option, isn't it? And as far as where would I go on cruises, I don't know. Hell, they go everywhere. You know, I mean, it's not like you're locked into one location. So yeah, I've done the Caribbean and I've done Hawaii and all that stuff. So I might look at maybe Alaska. I don't know. I'd have to get a brochure, but just doing it, you see what I mean? Just planning it and looking at all the pretty colorful brochures and watching the videos on YouTube. That'd be a whole new lifestyle, you know what I mean? A total change. I wouldn't have to worry about RV parks, state parks, price of gasoline or any of that shit. Just go, boom. That's one option. And then another option is during the summer or whenever I wanted to, I could travel down to Lake Atitlan, which is near Guatemala City, I think. And then there's another place to go, but Lake Atitlan elevation, it's got a good year-round climate, really nice year-round climate. There's a lot of, quote, expats there from Canada, all over the world. You know, probably 20% of the population of that area are people that live there either seasonally or year-round. It's a big retirement community for gringos and stuff. Another place is Ajijic. It's Ajijic, and it's a huge retirement deal. It's in South America too, or it's in South America. Okay, I don't remember. It's near a large city. It's near the second largest city in New Mexico. Yeah, both of these places are within an hour's drive of a very large city, but the cost of living is basically nothing. Well, not nothing, but I mean, it's a lot cheaper, and you know, you can get medical if you want to and all that stuff. But these are just things I think about, and then actually I could do I did these many years ago. They're called fly drive vacations. It's a package, and you fly to a location, and then you get a rent car for 7 days or 10 days or whatever your package includes, and then you can travel the area. Of course, you got to stay in motels, and usually, if you do it right, those are pre-booked. So it's like a dry land cruise, which is interesting. And so those are just options I've been, thinking, well, hell, I don't have to do RVing. I can do any damn thing I want to do. I even looked at buying a blimp. I did, until I found out they're $200,000. And then I decided not to do that. That was not my best plan. And so we'll skip that one. The reason I was going to get a blimp was, since I'm not a great pilot, that way I could just, if I screwed up, it wouldn't be too bad. So we're on our way to Ruidoso, and I'm just rambling on about things you can do in life. There are a lot of, cruises. I don't know how the cruise lines are doing now. I don't know if they're all shut down or they're all open or whatever the deal is. But, they'll eventually come around and we'll get back to semi-abnormal. We're living in an abnormal world all the time, I think, now and forward. So I'm just going to do some abnormal stuff and fit right in. How about that? Taking a cruise. How much does a cruise cost? I don't know. Well, it depends on your accommodations. The higher up the berry tree, the sweeter are the berries. You've heard that before, I'm sure. Yeah, but you get high up on a cruise ship, and you got you a little suite, so to speak. That's going to be expensive. But I imagine for the accommodations I'd want, we're looking at probably $200 a day, in that range, maybe a little more. It depends. But these cruise ships are freaking huge. Hell, the last one I was on was a Princess cruise line, and I thought it was a big ship then. It was like 650 feet long or whatever it was. It was huge. It was, you had escalators and elevators to go up and down the levels, and you had to find my room was a trick. And but it was okay. As far as getting seasick, you do get a little motion sickness in the evenings or at night when the cruise ship cranks up to go from port to port, because they'll get up to about 20 plus knots, and or more, 20 or 30 now, I don't know. And you feel a little roll in motion, not much, but if you're inclined to seasickness at all, you'll notice it. But that's a semi-option. And then the other semi-option was to go down to Guatemala or somewhere, just for a month or 2 or 3, whatever, just for a change. And then the fourth or fifth or sixth option, I thought, well, hell, why don't you get me an all? I've talked about this before. Get me an all-electric car. I don't think I'd get a Tesla because they're too damn expensive. And he just went up on the price again on one of his units recently. So, no, I don't want to spend that much money. $25,000 would be a lot of money for me. And but if I did get it, I would mind like a Nissan Leaf that has over 200 miles range. That wouldn't be a bad deal, I don't think. And they're not too expensive, I don't think. If you get the base model and you with the incentives and tax stuff, might be okay. But again, these are not things I'm going to do. These are things I'm thinking about. These are just looking at options. That's all. Just looking at options. And I think everybody ought to go through this exercise at least 3 or 4 times a year. Why? Because you may find something, you may think of something, hey, I think I'll try this, and then you try it and it's great. There's where you go to Bonito Lake, 3 miles. It's a campground, actually. And then up here, we got to turn right, but it's a little ways that we're going in the sun. We'll turn out of the sun in just a minute. But anyway, always look at your options. And as far as, enjoying your life, hell, it's the only life you've got. And I don't want to die thinking, gosh, I wished I'd have tried that. You know what I mean? I'm going to try it now. Shit. You can't try it after you're dead. Shit. So I'm thinking of things, man. At one time when I first got back from the Peace Corps in 1995, I was actually in the process. I was like 50 years old, fixing to turn 51, but I was in good shape. I'd go walking every morning for like 3 or 4 hours out in the desert where I was on the Terlingua Ranch. And no, it was just great. And then it occurred to me that I really enjoyed walking. I enjoyed walking. And I thought, well, hell, why don't we just walk across the United States or walk across the western United States, get a pack, and, try it a few times, go walk about 15, 20 miles a day or whatever you feel comfortable with, and just see how that might work out. And I almost did it, but I didn't. I'm glad I didn't. Why? Because I have a feeling the reality of that would hit me right in the face pretty quick. You know what I mean? You get out there and there's hailstones as big as your fist. No. That wouldn't be fun. And you're trying to hide under your pack. No. you took a gallon of water for that day's walk, and the next water stop is 3 days away? No. We don't do that. No. But I do admire those people that do the Continental Divide Trail and the Pacific Coast Trail and the what is it, the Adirondack thing, or whatever they call it, one on the East Coast. Yeah, that's great. But anyway, I'm just rambling and thinking, guys, because there's so many things that you can do if you want to, and you have your health or whatever. Even if you don't have your health, there's things you can do. You know, you can change your life somehow. You know, there's always a way to improve it, I guarantee you. You know, you just have to look for it, work at it, and do it. And that's kind of what I'm doing now. Actually, I'm going by the title company here in Ruidoso to give them the earnest money, and so we can do that. And yeah, but yeah, you know, as far as selling the place in Carrizozo, I really like that place in Carrizozo. Yeah, I don't have any real plans to sell it, and so you don't need to start hammering on me for flipper. You know, I feel like a damn porpoise, you know, because you know, of course I just do me. I mean, if I decided to sell it the day after I closed on it, that's my business totally. So having said that, but you know, I was thinking, you know, what else could I do? Because I thought about going down to South America and living several times, and got real close to doing it several times. I mean, I had the passport and all the stuff and getting the shots, and then I backed out. Why? Well, because there was some political unrest in South America. You know, we were sticking our nose in their business, and anyway. So I backed off on that. But most of the people that go to South America leave the U.S., believe it or not, because of the political situation in our country. And what I would like to tell them is the political situation in the country they're going to is definitely not any better. And as far as health care, it ain't any better either. That's a dream. Now, it may be cheaper, I'll give you that. You know, and drugs might be cheaper, sure enough. Any kind of drug you want, by the way. And but living in a foreign country, if you speak the language fluently, fine, give it a shot. But if you don't, man, you got two hurdles that are going to hit you right in the face called culture shock. One of them's going to be the language barrier, and the other one's going to be just the cultural things that they do, you know, normally. Like some country, like Mexico, for example, you know, that could be considered what I would say is a loud country, because when they start playing those, trumpets, you know, guitars and stuff, yeah, they like loud music. Is there anything wrong with that? No, it's their country. Do what the shit they want to do. So anyway, guys, I'll end this video before the damn phone overheats. Hey, there's a 3-wheel car. How about that? New Mustang 3-wheeler. So anyway, with that in mind, guys, think about going on a cruise, going to South America, buying you an electric car, buying you a blimp, or whatever you want to do, and enjoy your life any way you want to. Always look at your options. Anyway, guys, thumbs up. Carpe diem, adios, bye, buy anything you want anytime. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all of my videos. Why? Because it doesn't cost you a penny. You know what I mean? Just click on the link in the description, go to Amazon, buy whatever you want. Anyway, some of you have, some of you are. Thank you very much. Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day won't hurt you. And stretch, exercise, keep your health, and enjoy your life. And get you a blimp. What the hell's wrong with that? Adios. Bye-bye.